Hey guys, I'm back again today. I know all of these videos back to back. Oh my goodness. That is because I'm taking the week off from doing consultations and things like that. So I have more free time to spend with y'all. Hey. And plus, I like being at home. So how are you guys? Um, thank you. 100% fake. um, so let me turn up my volume. Okay. Thank you. So my title is Dump Your Dusty or Ratchet so that you can get someone to be proud of. Yes. You know what? I was at the gym and I was listening to a song by Lupe Fiasco. I think I posted it in the Pick Me group. It was called Deliver. And I'm listening to this song and I'm like, they don't deliver pizza to where they live. They don't deliver pizza to this neighborhood. They don't like in the song, they don't deliver pizza to the ghetto or to the hood. So my thing was, you know, it got me to thinking about Dusties. And it got me to remembering one time that I was dating a Dusty back in high school. And I was like, I'm hungry. Let's order a pizza. And they were laughing, like him and his friends were just laughing. And I'm like, what? And he was like, they don't deliver pizza over here. I'm like, why not? They deliver it to my house. What? I saw Pizza Hut right down the street. Oh, you got to go pick it up. I'm like, really? Why? It's right down the street. They can't just deliver it. I'm like, why not? And it's like, because if we live in the hood, baby, they get robbed. People don't want to come over here. Da, da, da. I'm like, this is the hood. I was so silly back then. But so I didn't know that was the hood, y'all, because it was like, there's some bad areas that don't really look bad until you get up in there. You know what I'm saying? So I was just thinking, a lot of people live like that every day. They can't order pizza. They live in danger. You have to um, worry about your car being broken into, stolen, robbed, if you going in and out of your house. If you live like that, it's time to level up. It's time to dump whoever you living like that with. It's time to move out. It's time to better your life and do something better, because nobody should have to live like that, and you don't have to. I used to date this guy back in my dusty dating days, and I was like, okay, so because he lived in a ghetto apartment, and I'm like, okay, so if we're gonna get serious, let's go look at some new apartments. Let's go look at some new apartments. And the look on his face told me everything I need to know. I get this free. I'm using my ex baby mama's Section 8 on this. It only cost me a certain less than $100 a month to live here. I'm like, but you want to live here? And he's like, it's free. I'm like, but look around you. It was like really bad. And I'm like, you're supposed to move forward in life. You're not supposed to stay here, and this is in your um baby mama name or ex baby mama name or whatever. But you're living off of, like, don't you want to do better? No, I like it here. I like it here. I'm like, okay. And that was it for me. Never went back, never called back, just like drifted away. Like, I can't do this, baby. Okay. So get out of that. Okay. Don't, just because it's free, don't mean it's good. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's good. A lot of ladies have problems because they say, oh, I'm trying to date up. I'm trying to date up. The man, I don't want the man to come pick me up because I live in the hood or I live in a bad neighborhood or Uber don't come over here. That should be the number one sign that you need to get up out of there. So I don't know. A lot of guys don't care about living in places like that. But I know women do, especially when they have children. So, and don't go back to that if you came out of it. Don't date a dusty that is in that environment. Dump them and go get someone with some, ambition and some priority, that have pride about themselves and that live in decent areas, who, think certain things like safety are important, or who think certain things like, being able to walk to and from your door and get stuff delivered to your house without it being stolen, or the pizza man getting ready, being able to come to your house um, in the day or night. Think about things like that. Okay, think about things like that. If you invite someone over your house and they don't know that you live in the hood, and I mean, because they're just blind, obviously, and then they want to order pizza or take an Uber or get a cab, and you like, they don't come over here, you know. And the same thing, if you're a woman and you're trying to date up, you gotta improve yourself first. You have to know your value and your worth to get out of there too. Um, like, and the thing is, my mom, she was raised in the bad part of Houston. Okay. She was raised in one of the worst areas of Houston, the capital H hood. Okay. And she was like, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. So she worked, saved her little money, found some nice condominiums or townhomes or whatever in the nice area of town. She didn't know how nice it was though. And she was like, I don't know if I have the down payment, but I know I can get a good job. Da 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 da. I can afford the rent. So she asked the landlord. She's like, please, I don't want to live where people are being shot. I have kids. I'll pay you what I have, and then when I get paid, I'll give you the rest. So, taking a chance, she did move. And she moved us to a nice area. She didn't know what the area was. She just found a place that was kind of close to her job. So we ended up moving to like one of the nicest areas of Houston at that time. We didn't even know it, but it worked out for the best. She didn't stay there because she didn't get, what do you call it, benefits or anything, because she wanted to do better. She didn't believe in staying the same. She believed that she was greater than her environment. So she was the first in her family to leave, the hood, the bad area of town. She was the first one in her family to leave. Hey, thank you, Hopscotch Giggles, for the donation. And she was like, they started like her own family's like, oh, she thinks she's all that. She moved out. She lives in this nice area now. And, oh, she thinks she's this and thinks she's that because she's moved out. And then she went and married, then she went and got married to some white guy. Oh, they was mad then. It was like, she thinks she's white and da 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 da. I'm like, and my mom was like, every time, every holiday, they were just arguing back and forth. So finally, another one of her sisters was like, I want to get out too. Can you help me? So my mom was like, okay, well, you come to the same apartments or condos or townhomes. I think they were townhomes because they were 2 stories. Come to the same townhomes and I'll get you in because I know the landlord and we cool. Okay. So my aunt came. And then after that aunt came, the other aunt was like, well, I look better than both of them. I'm going to go get me a nice house somewhere. It takes one person to kind of show people what they can do and what they can accomplish. Okay. My mom, they used to make fun of her and they used to call her, I don't know, like all of her sisters are lighter than her. She's the darkest one in the family. So they used to call her um, black girl or something. I don't know. Because my grandma was Creole and they were all light and she came out the darkest. So they was kind of like hard on her. You know what I'm saying? But she was the first one out of the hood, first one married. Okay, how you doing? Because she didn't let that stuff hold her back. She knew what she wanted. She went out and got it. Okay. And pulled all of them out with inspiration. Okay. So if you're dating a Dusty, because that's how she ended up there, her first marriage was to a Dusty. She left him. Her second marriage didn't work out because they didn't want to work. And so she was out of there. She's like, well, I'm not going to stay here. I could struggle in the nice area of town. I'm not going to struggle in the hood, you know? And the sad thing is, I think we moved shortly after me and my brother almost got kidnapped. We were outside playing in the yard and these people was driving by and they were like, hey, you want some candy? And my mom like peeked out the door and they sped off. They was about to kidnap me and my brother. So that was her cue. It's time to leave. It's time to get about. My sister and used to have to run home every day from school because they was threatening to beat her up. So it was time to go, It was time to go. And humble beginnings my mom had. She grew up very poor, but that's not where her life stayed. She advanced. She dated guys that had more. She dated men that were going to marry her, that found value in her. She moved to environments that made her feel safe and her kids feel safe. She didn't stay stuck. She improved her look. She used to look like Diana Ross. That was her nickname back in the day, Diana Ross. Okay, she was like she would have that wig on and all that makeup, and she was skinny. Diana Ross. That's why all those guys loved her because she looked like Diana Ross. She was real thin, and she had that long Diana Ross wig on. Yes, she got her man through wigs. Yes, and makeup. Yes, and heels. So, back in the old days, well, the 80s. Back in the 80s, she was cute. I used to play in her makeup and, you know, I used to play in her makeup. Watch her put this makeup on. Back in the day it was blue eyeliner and purple eyeshadow with some red sparkly lipstick. You know, throw them tight chick jeans on. That's what it was. Snakeskin heels. And she looked really good. So, and men loved Diana Ross back in the day. Yes, that was the Beyonce of the 80s, if y'all don't know. So my mom was like really skinny like Diana Ross. She had that wig, put that makeup on, went and got her a band, moved out the hood. A couple years later, she owned her own business. Sold that as a franchise, opened another one and another one and another one. Okay. Still, she stayed married to men that was making money. Okay. So it doesn't matter where you come from, what color your skin is. It matters on what you feel about yourself and what you know you can do. And if you got a Dusty telling you can't do this, you can't do that, they're lying to you and you're dumb if you believe it. So Get someone you can be proud of. How when she got married, she was like all proud of her husband. Oh, she threw an anniversary party and invited all her coworkers. She used to work for a doctor. She invited the doctor, clients. She was just so she couldn't invite people to a house in the hood. You know, all her friends were suddenly rich. Oh, this is Dr. Glass. Oh, this is such and such attorney. Okay. I'm like, you got bougie real quick. You know how to act. I learned a lot from my mom. I sure did. So, and that was in less than 1 year. In less than a year, my mom moved out the hood, met a man, and got married. That was fast. But she knew what she had to do. Okay. So you know what? My mom holds the world record in getting men to propose. I don't know how she do it, but I never asked. I think she just held out. I'm Catholic. Okay. Shira, should I watch all the love coach videos first? I don't know. Like, you know what? Do what you feel you need the most. Okay. The best thing a man is going to like about you is what comes naturally, but you put your own spin on it. You don't have to copy someone else. Be your original self, but add something to it. So get rid of the dusties. If you have dusty friends and ratchet friends, get rid of them. You can't move anywhere with them. You can't move ahead. People will see you as a ratchet if you're hanging with a ratchet. People will see you as a dusty dudes, guys. If you have dusty friends, kick them to the curb. I saw somebody walk down the street when I was driving, somewhere, and they had on a short set. A grown man had on a short set. And I'm like, this is okay. No. What they do. I know I live in the South, but I thought those things was gone. I mean, he must have had to go deep in his closet to get that. Okay. I don't even think they sell those anymore. Do they still sell that? Oh, yes, you got to get rid of them. I'm sorry if you have ride or die friends, ratchet friends that were with you from day one. If they don't want to get their life together and level up, sometimes you got to leave people behind in order to move ahead. You can't drag people with you that don't want to get to where you're going. And then some people are like, you forgot where you came from and you're trying to act this way and that way and da 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 da. Okay, so let me get this straight. If you leave out of the bad area of town and start talking proper English and having a nice house and friends with something going on, you're a betrayer of your culture or race. No, you're representing them. You're making them look good. Why they make you look bad? Okay. That's my thing. That hood culture is not even a real culture. You know what I'm saying? So living in a bad area of town, whether it's, in a trailer park, in the barrio, in the ghetto, wherever you live, in a shack, wherever you live, that's not where you're supposed to be. It ain't, because you ain't happy there. My friend wants to stay in the ghetto and bring a baby mama still sleeping with her married ex. She loves drama. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So, oh, you're selling out. Oh, you're not helping the community. That is not a community, baby. Okay. That is where they stuck you during segregation because you had no other choice than to live over there, but you want to stay. That's also where they put a bunch of people that are poor because the housing is cheap. That's also a place that has the worst school systems, the least amount of funding, bad roads, potholes everywhere, trash on the street. You want to stay there? You want to glorify that? Uh, Go get you some money. If you like the hood so much, go buy it. Go buy it and put something else there. I think Rick Ross had a song called Buy Back the Block. Get rich, come back and buy it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people are doing when they invest in real estate. They will go buy in a bad area of town. They will go buy something cheap, have them fix it up and sell it as Section 8 and get paid. So that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't want to stay there and glorify that. Either buy it and sell it or get out of it. If at anyone that can't be happy for you doesn't bring in you. Yeah. I'm ready to move out the damn hood. Every time I leave out my house, I get annoyed. Yeah. All you got to do is save up for a down payment to an apartment or something on a nice side of town. This is not that expensive. Some people even give you a month free. So, or get a roommate, but you still have to do it eventually because if you're raising kids there, they're going to grow up with that mentality. And you don't want that. If you meet a guy and he thinks, oh, you think he's cute and he's fine, and then he drives you to his house and it's not in a nice area, let that be the last time you see him. Be like, I'm sorry, I can't. Well, what's wrong with you where you live? It shows me you don't care about anything, and you don't have priorities. You don't have no ambition. You're too old to be living like this. You have to start judging people because that's your life. That's your life. That's your life. I know, but that's your life. They should be wanting to do better in life. They're going to pull you down if you don't get up out. Someone was posting something in one of the groups and it said that if you take Black women and white women, they have the same chance of having, becoming more wealthy or doing better in life until they start dating a Black man because they pull them back down into poverty. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about Black men because y'all know I'm married to one, but I made sure he had something going on. I made sure he had money, good credit, nice car, place to live that was in a very nice area, before I agreed to even let him claim me. You understand? Even let him take me out. Those were the criteria. Because I'm not wasting my time. Okay? So just think about it. Just really think about it. Real talk. Just think about it. How many guys that you would consider cute, good partner, somebody that you could see yourself with, and Black, or has themselves together? How many of those guys have themselves together? Not a lot. So why are you entertaining them? You gonna help them? You're not gonna help them. They're just gonna drag you down. You're gonna help them. They're gonna drag you down, step on you, and walk. So please, if they don't have anything going for themselves, don't bother with them, okay? Until they know how to have some ambition in life. Mhm. And like I said, my mom, she didn't stick. She married a black man. The first husband she married was black. You see what that went south real quick. Then she married my dad, who's Puerto Rican. That went south. And then she married white guy. My sister's dad, um, he was white, but back in those days, she couldn't marry a white man. The law didn't pass until like the 70s something in Texas. So she couldn't marry my sister's dad, but they were like, Then she married my first stepdad. He was white. Then my second stepdad, the one that I have now, my stepdad that I have now, yes, he was an engineer. So she didn't stick to where guys, she wouldn't chase it behind somebody that didn't want her and that was going to mistreat her and abuse her. She went with somebody that wanted to lift her up and give her what she needed. And she had 4 kids. Okay. So all the women who are saying, well, I got kids, can I do it? If my mama did it, you can do it. Okay. She did it. Now, white men are afraid to approach black women. You got to be feminine, baby. My mama was Diana Ross. Okay. My mama was slim, had the Diana Ross wig on. They approached quick. That's why I say, even in the law of seduction, it says find an iconic figure or a goddess type figure and emulate them. Men will swoon to you. Men will run to you. She looked just like Diana Ross. She looked just like Beyonce. She looked just like Rihanna. They're going to run. But if you just look like whatever, they might approach, but they can come faster if you look like somebody that they are in love with or infatuated with or have a obsession with. I bet you they will. And they will take that obsession and that love for that celebrity and put it right on you super quick. I think that's why she got married quick. Threw on that Diana Ross wig, that pantsuit, that red pantsuit with some sparkles on it. They thought they had married Diana Ross. Oh, my wife looks just like Diana Ross. So think about it. Who is Diana Ross? Diana Ross was the Beyonce of the 80s, the 70s, and the 60s. From the Supremes. I want to see your mom someday. I'll see if I can find a picture of her back in the day. Now she's old. She's like, she has her land. She works on her land. She don't care about what she looks like anymore. She's married, got property. So she's working her land. She's like, she's done with all of that. But when she used it, when she had it to get what she needed. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, but she didn't keep making the same mistakes over and over. She didn't keep dating dusty men or broke men or men that didn't want to add to her life. She figured it out and never went backwards. And that's what you got to do. Oh, keep teaching these sisters to rob us. We can't rob what you don't have. Okay. Nobody's going to go rob a bank that's going to go out of business. Nobody's going to go rob. No one's going to carjack a hoopty, a a cheap car with 2 different colors of paint. Nobody's going to rob that. You are safe. Believe me. We won't even try to rob you. You don't look like you have something to take. If I'm going to risk robbing somebody, it's going to be big. If I'm gonna risk gold digging, if I'm gonna get dressed and put all this crap on my face, put this thing on my head, I'm not finna go sit and let a dusty absorb all of this. This take a lot of effort. Think about it. Guys, go watch a get ready with me video from some random YouTube chick. It's gonna take her a long time to get dressed, and then you want to say coffee, or you want to say McDonald's, or you want to say 2 for $20 Applebee's. Her eyeliner costs more than that whole meal. Okay, this stuff right here, this black stuff, it costs more than the whole meal. Okay, especially if it's good eyeliner. They got some cheap eyeliner, but something on her face is going to cost more than the entire meal. Her foundation, her lipstick, her blush, her eyebrow stuff is going to cost more than something. You know, her perfume is going to be expensive. The clothes she wears is going to be expensive. The nails she got done, you know, the highlight, the contour, the wig she put on her head for you. If she doesn't wear a wig, the color that she put in her hair for you, whatever. The haircut she got for you, whatever. It costs more money. All you got to do is brush your head and shave and throw on some cologne, some Axe body spray or some crap, and walk out the house. So when you ask us on a date, we're not getting dressed up to go sit and look at a dusty person and try to gold dig on them. We already know you ain't got nothing. So women don't get dressed up for dusties anymore. If they meet you looking like this and they ask you out to like a cheap date, come. I have a video on my beauty channel where when someone asks you to coffee or a cheap date, put your sunglasses on, no makeup, and put your bun on and wear a sweater up to here. Don't show them nothing. Come looking crazy. Well, this is I'm not finna waste all my good stuff coming to meet you here. You don't get that. That's for money. Okay? You don't get that chick you met until you got some money. You get Ratchet. Come in there with a bonnet. Show them what it is. If somebody ever asked me to coffee, like when I was younger, no one ever did that. That just started, That just started in the new millennium. I know they did it on movies, but that was just the line saying, I don't want to leave you right now because we just met. Can we go for coffee? That was, I don't want to leave you because I love your company. Let's go to coffee. Okay. Now they turn coffee into a date. Well, we should meet for coffee sometimes. In the movies, that meant, I know you're going to friends on me if I ask you out on a date. So I'm just going to say coffee. Okay. That's what that meant in the movies. Now y'all taking it as a date. Okay. When someone asks you to coffee back in the old days, it meant, I don't want you to leave. It's the same thing as asking you to breakfast after the club. Okay. And then if they wanted to see you again, but they knew you weren't, he weren't your type, he wasn't your type, they would ask for, well, let's just go have coffee. It's in the daytime, in public, friends have coffee. Now it's a date. Now it's a meeting. Do you like what you see meeting? But you got to come in there looking your best to impress this man who's only going to buy you a cup of coffee. You got to waste your little gas money. You got to get your car washed. You got to do all of this to go sip a $4 cup of coffee. He might not even let you get the big size either. You sound like a prostitute. You know what? A prostitute don't do coffee either. Okay. If that's all you can afford, just say, look, pour it all out there. Look, I know you're out of my league. I know I can't afford to take you on the date that you deserve. So I'm going to ask you on for coffee because I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't got it. If she likes you enough, she'll go to the coffee date. If she's not into broke guys, she won't. Okay, but at least be honest with her. Like, don't be trying to front like you got stuff going on and then you can't really even afford a date, so you just say let's do coffee. Or you don't have enough to take a woman out on a real date, and you want to say I want to see if we have chemistry first. I don't want to waste money on a date. Okay, that's the biggest cop out. That's like a woman saying, well, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to be attracted to you or not, guy. So I don't want to waste money on my gas driving to see you in person. Can you just, send me a FaceTime? All right, FaceTime. I don't like you. Okay. If you want to see someone in person, do FaceTime. Have them stand up. You know what I'm saying? Women take too long to get ready to be going out for some damn coffee. I'm sorry. You start getting ready 5 minutes before it's time to leave. We start getting ready 2 hours before it's time to leave. That's 2 hours plus the time it takes us to drive there, plus the time we're there with you, plus the time it takes us to call our friend and tell them how cheap and broke you are on the way back home and make fun of you and post up your screenshots cussing you out online. That's what it is. Yes, we do that. Look at this cheap mother. He gonna ask me to coffee? Ugh. You women are grimy. You think Melania Trump? You think Donald Trump asked her to coffee? She don't even like him, but she still married that fool because he had money. She won't even hold that fool hand in public. But she dressed good. She looked good. She lived nice. She's like, just give me my money. Okay. Just like, don't touch me. So, she's about her money. She didn't want to be the first lady because she didn't want to be next to him. They probably lived separate lives and she was happy. He probably couldn't afford another divorce, child. So this is why it's important not to have cheap makeup. Okay. So yeah, dump anybody who is not going to be able to give you what you want, who's not going to be able to please you, make you happy, because life is too short to be dating dusties. Okay. What if you die tomorrow and your dusty show up to your funeral? Um, what if he can't even get there because he ain't got no car? Snapchat it for me. Okay. I couldn't make it. I ain't had no car. I ain't had no ride. My baby mama wasn't picking up her phone. Just think about it. What are people gonna think when they see you two together? I know she paying for everything. That's exactly what they're gonna say. I know she paying for everything. That's exactly what I say when I see a Dusty and a Pick Me. I know she paying for everything. Not even half. She paying for everything. What's a good place to meet? Oh, well, y'all asked me the same question. Go to the rich side of town. That's where they at. Okay. They're not in the ghetto side of town. They're not in the average side of town. Go to the rich side of town. They're everywhere because it's the rich side of town. Shoot. The gym that I go to, the whole parking lot is luxury vehicles. Okay. Did you marry your man for money or love? Both. But I wasn't going to take just the love. He had to have the money with the love. Love is not enough. If he only had the love, I would have just dated him for a little while. But he had to have money too. Okay. I needed the money more than I needed love because I already love myself. I needed the money. Okay. My mama loved me. Shira, what if he has the money but tears you up? But tears you up? I don't know what that means. Tear? Like make you cry? No man can make me cry, baby. I make them cry. I'm savage. I make them cry. I'm heartless. I am, you know what? That's what it takes to make it in the world. You got to be heartless. That's just the truth. You care too much, people will take advantage of you. You are so strong. How do you do it? I know the nature of men. If you knew the nature of men, how they really thought, what they really want from you, you'd be ruthless too. I should go read a book called, what's that book? There's two books that y'all need to go read. Whole Tactics by G.L. Lambert and Men Don't Love Like Women. Go read those two books and you will become ruthless as well. I was already ruthless before those books came out, but H-O, Whole Tactics. And it's, yes. You can get it as an ebook. If you join the group, it's in the group free. Both of those books. You join my Level Up group. We got a bunch of PDFs in the file section. Like I said, the books are worth. What is that? Truck just pulled up. The books are worth the membership alone. Okay. The Power of Seduction is a boring read, but it's okay. Listen to the audiobook on YouTube. That's what I did. When you're driving, just put it on. My group is on Facebook. You can go to my YouTube channel page and click on my Facebook link and message me and say, I want to join the group for women or Level Up group or whatever. That's not what it's called. It's a secret group. Just email me. Just inbox me there. Shira, is my husband circumcised? Yeah. Knowing how men could be sometimes, I think it would be better to get investors. Hard to live with someone now, I think is bad. They're not bad. It's just their nature. Just like women aren't bad. It's just our nature to want nice things and to be put, on a pedestal. That's just our nature. A man's nature is to try to have sex with you for the least amount. For free. So if we know how to take advantage of these natures for the benefit of all, why not do it? You can't be upset at a man for being a man, just like you can't be upset at a woman for being a woman. The only thing you can do is figure out how to benefit from it. That's it, basically. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I've done, as you can see. That's what I've done. Okay. mm. Am I trans? No, I'm not trans. I have kids. But thank you, because that's a compliment. Because these trans look good today. I mean, if you're looking for trans, it's the wrong channel. I can direct you to one if you're looking. I know a few. If you want me to recommend you some channels, if that's what you're into. I know some good. They look better than me. I promise you. Okay. I'm sorry you saw the thumbnail. I'm sorry. This ain't the right channel. Um I asked for 600. He gives me 120. Move on. Ugh. if he only gave you 120, it's time to move on. Cut your losses. Um your face is too manly. Well, maybe yours is too feminine. You ever thought about that? What your face look like? Um if I look like a man, that do you look like a woman? Y'all, shoot, I really think y'all are evolving into the woman, and we might be evolving into the man. Shoot, you might be right. I have to take on masculine characteristics now because y'all are the woman. I gotta I have to take on masculine, roles and stuff like that because y'all too girly now. So maybe it's human evolution making us look like what you're supposed to look like. So, I can't help nature. Man up, maybe we'll start looking more like women. Your skull is too large. That's because I have a good brain and know how to think and outthink y'all. And I got on a wig. And I probably have alien. They had them elongated skulls. Got that RH negative, baby. I can see right through you with my third eye. If I had a penis, it'd probably be bigger than yours too. Just saying, if I had one. Would you like to say anything else? Do you have any more comments for me? Clown. What? You're coming from me? Clown. Oh, I like clowns. Something about them. I don't Tranny and she-male is a compliment to me because that means I just look good. Okay. It means I know how to contour, highlight. My eyebrows is on fleek and my hair is good. Thank you. And you know what? Don't make me call you out. Do not make me call you out. Because most of y'all who can't get none because y'all's culture does not allow premarital sex, y'all getting it from the men. Okay? Don't come on here acting like you brand new. Don't come over here. I see your names. I'm not going to call you out. I see your names. I know you're from a culture that does not have sex before marriage. I know you got to get the booty first, okay? And you've already probably had it. So please, I know I'm turning you on by looking like a man, but I am strictly woman. Don't think I don't know. Don't think I don't know. hmm Y'all go to them out of town trips as friends. When y'all leave the country on holiday, I know what y'all doing. Okay, bye. You can't be open and honest, but you can't be open and honest where you live, but behind closed doors, how you doing? Anyway, that's another thing. If you have a man and you know he's on the down low and you know he's gay, but you still trying to make it work, you're only fooling yourself. Okay. I've had so many women ask me, oh, my man says he's bisexual. Okay. Wonderful. I know secretly you're not happy about that, but you're so much of a pick me, you will entertain that. Okay. Don't come in my inbox asking me if it's okay to be with someone who you know likes men. Because if you think it's okay and you're happy with it, you wouldn't be asking me. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with gay guys, trans, or, in the closet people. All I'm saying is if you think that if you're not going to be happy in that type of relationship, you don't have to get confirmation. You already know. Okay. Just saying. Um, mm, I look like dead Millie Vanilli. Millie Vanilli was cute. Shoot. You know what y'all talk about? Blame it on the rain. But see, I'm not lip singing though. I thought Millie Vanilli was cute. Shoot. Both of them. I bet you did too, didn't you? Bet you had their poster. You kissed it every night before bed, didn't you? Don't. It's okay. They were cute. You're right. Do I agree with Tommy Sotomayor? Um, and some things I do, like the ratchetness. I don't like ratchet chicks. I agree with him on that. But I don't watch his videos enough to know what he even talks about. So I've seen a few of his videos, and then I've seen a lot of people talk trash about him. The only thing that I can say that I agree with is that he don't like ratchet behavior. Mm, You know. Yes, I'm a gold digger. Now that we've gotten out of that obvious conversation. Mhm. I called him a genius. Yes. Okay, I'm going to explain why I called him a genius. First of all, if you can make money off of people's anger, aren't you going to make them more angry to get more money? Controversy sells. Okay. Controversy sells. Nice things don't sell. Pick me's don't sell. Dusties don't sell. Controversy sells. If he can make money off you being upset and you subscribing to his channel just to type in a hateful comment, why wouldn't he? If he can get people to share his video, look at this fool. Look what he's saying. 10 more people are going to subscribe to his channel, go over there, watch his videos back to back, share those videos, then type in a comment. A year later, he's going to have thousands of dollars from your anger. To me, that's genius. He can't get paid talking positive. He can't get paid saying, "Oh, we just need to make the world a better place, invest in the community." Blah, 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 blah. He can't get the kind of money he was getting by trashing people. Okay? And yes, it's probably a hard, it's probably a hard thing to keep continue. But if that's your, you know, if you're getting a lot of money, you will continue. So I was just saying, he's a genius for using the people's anger to get paid. I didn't say he was a genius because I agree with what he was saying. Because I don't care. I'm looking at the money. I only see the green. If you're getting paid for something and it keeps increasing because of someone's anger, that's it. Shoot. I know he had way more subscribers than a lot of YouTubers. So I know he was getting paid. Okay. So that's the only reason I said that is because of the money thing, not for anything else. Shira, you date younger boys? No. I'm married. What time is it? Missed call. Mm. Okay. I understand your perspective, Shira. People want to hate on the Kardashians, but they are business women. Exactly. The more you talk about them, the more they're going to get paid. The more you hate, the more they make. Okay. In this day and age, any publicity is good publicity. Okay. In this day and age, the more you are hated, the more you earn. Okay. When you figure that out, money will come. Okay. Especially in the media and on YouTube. Because, you have your fans, you have your supporters, you have people that admire you. Then you have your haters. That's half of your views, your haters, or more than half if you really hate it. So all he did, like I said on the video, was alchemy. Yes, he turned lead into gold. Literally, he took negative comments, which is lead, and turned it into literal gold, money, greenbacks based in gold. So if you could do that, I say you done figured it out. You're smart. You're a genius. I don't have to agree with what you're doing, but I can see your genius. Because a lot of people weren't doing that back then when he first started doing that. Then they caught on. Okay, I start trash. I get paid too. Okay. Can you make a video on the 48 laws of power? I think I did. Did it get erased? Did it get deleted? Um. So yeah. Do you think women have life harder than men? No. I think smart women, don't. Okay, I'm just gonna say, smart women do not have it harder than men. And when I say smart, I don't mean book smart. I mean common sense smart. Did he get punched in the face in New York? I'm pretty sure somebody was mad at him. That's just the risks you take. Men have it harder. I think the men of yesterday, 2 generations, maybe 3 generations before the men of today, had it harder. Y'all got it easy. Y'all got an air conditioner. Y'all got equal rights. What else do y'all got? Dishwashers, cars. Shoes, shoes with rubber bottoms to make you comfortable. Education, better education. Mamas that will let you live there forever. Women that will take care of you. Y'all got it very easy. Y'all have it easier than the generation that my husband grew up in. And he still outdid all of y'all through adversity. My husband grew up in segregation. He didn't have equal rights, but he still made it. My husband, he didn't get to go to the best schools, but he figured out how to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. My husband came from a very large family and they didn't have a lot of money, but he still figured out how to be, successful in life. So I would say men don't have it hard. They have it too easy. That's the problem. Y'all think y'all women. Y'all think y'all women. I'm like, y'all think women have it hard? No, y'all think men have it hard? What is hard? What is so hard about being a man? You get up, you shave, you get in your car, you drive to work, punch your clock, get on your register or in your cubicle or whatever. Do your work, come home. That don't sound hard to me. Okay. Does that sound hard to you? We can do that in our sleep. We can do that sleepwalking. What are you talking about? Okay, this is what women have to do. We got to get up early, get the kids ready, hair, makeup. If you wash your hair, blow dry, flat iron, makeup, brush teeth, pick out your clothes, put on bra and underwear. You just got to put on some drawers. We got to put on bra and underwear. And if you got to pick out the shoes to match the dress. You can't wear the same old crap every day because we got to look cute. Okay. So we dress. We got to make the kids breakfast. If they take their lunch to school, we got to figure out what they're going to take for lunch and get that done. That's just before we even leave the house. Okay. Then we got to drive them somewhere or make sure they get on the bus. Someone says, period. Yeah. Then if it's our time of the month, we got to deal with that too, on top of everything else. Then we got to get in traffic if we have a job, drive to work, get sexually harassed while we're trying to do our job. Go to lunch, get sexually harassed while trying to go to lunch because we look good. Drive home in traffic, either pick up kids from school, go to the grocery store. What else we got to do? Come home, cook, clean up the dishes, help kids with homework, which the only reason y'all think y'all have it hard is because sex is not free anymore. And never should have been. And whoever made it free was dumb. There you go. So no, women don't have it hard. We don't have it hard. Women have it hard just for being a woman because we care and we make sure stuff gets done. Okay. Y'all just complain and act like babies. Bye. Yes, we can multitask. We can do what you do with our eyes closed. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Whatever you do, we've already done it times 10 in one day. That's why we have to pretend like you impress us. That's why we have to lie and say we're stupid and dumb and don't know anything. Can you teach us? Because you can't outdo a woman. I don't care who you are, what you do, you will never be able to outdo a woman, especially if she has kids. So we have to like dial ourselves back so that we can let you impress us. You don't really impress us unless you got some money. That is the only thing that you can put in front of my face and truly impress me with is some money. Everything else is an act. I'm like, yeah, give me some money. So if you think you're making a woman laugh, you think you're doing this, you think you're doing that, you think you're impressing. Yes, a pick me woman because she's so desperate for a man. But any woman that's worth having, you're not impressing her unless you got some money. Okay, there you go. Why lie to a good man? All good men lie. Lying is a choice. Just because you lie doesn't make you bad. It just makes you made a decision to not tell the truth at that one time. So women are too serious. Yeah, because we have a lot of responsibility. I mean, you'd be serious too if you had to do 20 times as much in a day than your counterpart. You'd be serious too, because if something don't get done, then there's serious consequences. We don't get to lay on the couch after we get off of our job. You know what I'm saying? We have to do more. Y'all just get up, pee, shower, shave, get in your car, drive to your work, sit at your work, do your work, and come home. That's all you do. That's it. What else do you do? Go to the drive-thru on the way home? Okay, I'll put that in there. Go to the drive-thru. What else do you pick your nose on the way home? Try to pick up a chick on the way home. You stop at the bar and she said no because she saw your car. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot Pornhub. That's right. Forgot about that. Y'all might do a little bit more than I thought. I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. We have to act like we're impressed when we're really not. And so many women hate doing that. But with men with money, it's totally worth it because at the end you get what really impresses you. So we're good. We'll act for some money. But acting for a Dusty and letting him lead and pretending to be impressed by a Dusty is a waste of your time. If you're with a Dusty, tell the Dusty off. Don't do like you do somebody with money because they need to know. The guy with money can get away with it. The Dusty cannot. You got to tell him just like I just told you. Y'all do not impress us at all. Okay? You are all very misinformed and misguided. Whatever. We live this. I hate the idea of dumbing down myself to men. It makes sense as part of the human makeup, yeah. Back in the day when men actually took care of women and the woman didn't have to do all of those things except for take care of the kids in the home, she wasn't so worn out. I mean, yes, she did a lot of work, but she wasn't as worn out. She didn't do his job plus her job. She wasn't doing the job of 2 or 3 people. And so, she was impressed that he could go out and do smart things and get paid for them. But now women are like, since they can work and stuff, they're like, Women are natural multitaskers. They can do more than a man as far as mentally at the same time. They can get 10 things done at once versus a man might can only do one or two. We can handle 10 things at once. Okay? Because we're used to it. We got kids, hair, makeup, nails, you know, gossip. So we're used to doing that. And also, back in the old days, we didn't understand, that we could have easily done your jobs better. We didn't understand that because we were never given that opportunity. But now that we have options and we were given the opportunity, women can sell more because they look good. All they got to do is, oh, you should buy this. All they got to do is that. Um, and then you got to go through all the facts and statistics and memorize crap. We just got to tell them to buy and they will. Okay. We can do everything better than y'all, unless it's manual labor where we need muscle. But anything mental, we got it. Thank you. No, you can't. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Name one thing besides physical labor that we can hire somebody to do that women cannot do better than men. Name one thing, I promise you. There's someone that's already outdone you. Whoring for gifts and money is wrong on so many levels. That's how some of y'all mamas made it, though. Y'all just don't know because they don't talk about it. Should we confront Dusties when we know he's lying? I wouldn't even be talking to a Dusty. You don't even have to confront a Dusty. You just walk away. They're not worth the time. If they're lying, you deserve it because you're sitting there listening to it. Okay. I cannot believe we date men on purpose. I know, right? That's what I was saying in my video yesterday. There's going to come a point where women are going to be like, have so much money. The men are going to be too feminine for us. And we're going to be like, let's just go to sperm bank, child. Pick us out a good one. If we even want to have kids, hmm So there are some very good men out there, though. The ones that are successful and masculine. That's why we haven't done that yet, because there's still some good ones. Okay. That's the only reason we haven't just given up on men altogether, because there's some good ones. Okay. Some good ones that understand what it takes to be a man. The ones that are still masculine. So y'all men who are still keeping women interested, good job. Good job. So great. If I say most of the guys on this channel are feminine. So I'm not talking to most of you guys. I'm talking to the men who are probably, at work or getting paid, that might come and watch this later on or pop in or whatever. I'm not talking about the guys who've been here since I've been on. We know you ain't got nothing going on. So you guys are very feminine. That's why you're on an all woman's chat and channel, because you feel like you belong here. And I want to make you feel welcome. So stay, listen, Get your feminine video on for the day. I don't judge. And, maybe get you some, go get you a coffee or some tea, you know, some chamomile. Go get your fuzzy house slippers. Get your lotion gloves that you need to moisturize your hands with while you wash, because you can be multitasking too. You can be doing your spa day at the same time you're watching my video. Got to get them hands soft. Okay. So yes, dusties and like, yeah, get rid of the dusties. If you're more man than your man, it's time to leave. Okay. I was listening to some Beyonce song, and she's I don't know if it was Jay-Z or Beyonce. Yeah, it was both of them. But she said, "I'm the realest N word in a room full of men," and she was right. That means she outdid every man in the room. Top off. She took the top off the Maybach. Yes. She took the top off of her Maybach. And most women, especially the ones who, a lot of women, I'm going to say a lot of women will also be the most masculine, the most successful person in a room full of men, especially of her own race, especially Black women. If you take a Black woman and stick her in a room with 10 Black men, random pick, just go pick a random. Go to the mall and pick 10 random Black people. Stick them in a room. Ask every one of them, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? How many kids do you have? What do you do for a living? What is your education level? Da, 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 da. What are your accomplishments in life? I'm going to say 8 times out of 10, that woman has outdone every man in that room and still doing stuff. So when guys come and say crazy stuff to you, just think about that. Just think about that. Even me, if you take me and stick me in a room, even as a housewife, I still have more accomplishments, and I still probably earn way more as a housewife that don't even leave the house and just sits on YouTube and talks. Okay. And on Facebook. And that's why I'm saying we can't really be impressed. We don't care what you do. We don't care what you say. Your opinion don't matter. A lot of you guys, the ones that are doing it that can impress you, yes, you guys matter. But the ones who aren't doing it, you don't matter to us. Like, you're saying, oh, y'all gonna be single for the rest of your life. No, we won't. Oh, y'all gonna do this, this, and that. We don't care. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't date y'all. You can't. You can't date us because you can't impress us or lift us up. All you can do is drag us down. So only a stupid person would do that. So of course you won't date us because you understand that you have nothing to offer us. Okay? And we don't want to be your mama. And the ones who do want to be their mama and finish raising them and whatever, and don't get mad when they leave you because you finally helped them become the man that they could never be. Don't be mad when they leave you. And go marry the person that's probably in junior high right now. Okay? Men can overpower women if we choose. Yes, only physically. Only physically. And you know what? That's about to change too. Because some of y'all, y'all get hit, start crying. Uh-huh. if that's all you have is physical strength over a woman, then what happens when you're the one unloading the truck, but we're the one owning the company that you unloading the truck for? What you gonna do? Like, I'm just curious. You gonna overpower us then? You gonna rob us? That's why we have to get out of the hood, ladies, because broke men are more violent. Anyway, someone says I'm racist. No, I'm classist. There's a difference. I'm only classist because I feel like people should be trying to do better. They shouldn't be happy. They shouldn't be happy where they are. You've been conditioned to stay where you are and accept it when you shouldn't. That's it. You know, in certain cultures, you have to stay in your class system. And a long time ago, you can't. Oh, if you were born of this family, you can't ever be this. Now that that's gone, it doesn't exist anymore. You have no excuse for being broke, living in the hood. You have no excuse for being at home trolling on a woman's video all day when you're supposed to be out working. You have no excuse. Okay? What is my opinion on atheists? I think people should be allowed to believe whatever they want. If somebody has to tell you what to think, there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is worried about what you believe in, that's a problem. Have you always been this cold or is it progressing? I hide it well. I'm a great actress. I will be cold one minute. I'm a Pisces. We're cold one minute and loving the next. She hasn't gotten a penny to her name. I got more pennies than you. I promise you. If you on here trolling, I got more money than you. Yes. Did your mom lie and say she didn't? Something, something. Gosh, I can't be. Y'all, if y'all looking for trans women, this is not the right channel. Like, I can direct you to some if that's what you're looking for. And it's the ones that I said. Y'all the main ones calling out people, and y'all the main ones doing it. Shut up. Is it okay to date older men? Of course. They're the ones with the most money. Duh. Trans women are too expensive. Exactly. All the trans women that I know, especially ones on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, you got to come up with some thousands, to even get a coffee date with that. You know, you got to come up with some thousands because they have to spend thousands to look like a woman in public. So with you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these trends, you can't even tell. They're so good at makeup and hair. They get the plastic surgery. They look better than women. And I'm not saying anything bad against them. I think they're beautiful. I think they're smart. I mean, that's what some of these guys are going to eventually become anyway because they want to be women. So if that's what you're looking for, no problem. I feel like in the future it's going to be an accepted norm. So one day you will too be able to get married to who you want to marry. I promise you. Okay. I notice older men are a little controlling. Not I think if they're a few years older, like maybe 10 or less, but if you go super old, you could control them, okay? Y'all are trying to go 5 years older. Of course, that's like a big brother or something like that. You gotta go super old where they're just lucky to have something, okay? Then they'll do whatever you say. Oh, I can only date about 2 years old or 5 years old. That's not even old. If you're gonna date old, go all the way. Go all the way if you're gonna date old, okay? It doesn't count if they're 5 to 10 years older than you. Don't count. That's just like your big brother. Doesn't even count. Um, I'm 33. My sugar daddy's 56. He boring as hell. Okay, so get some drink. Everything funny when you got some champagne. Like, you're so funny. Okay. Just keep the drinks flowing, baby. Um, why do young guys chase older ladies? Because they got money and they can finish raising them. They put them down payments on them cars. Oh, anyway, the whole point of it is if there's any guys who are not, who are on this channel for good reasons and good intentions, I'm talking to y'all right now. The other guys, y'all just look for makeup tips. So the guys who are on here for good intentions, if you have dusty friends, if you have dusty family members, if you have dusty, people trying to bring you down and and complain that you're not the same anymore, blah 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 blah. Say, well, I'm not supposed to be the same. I'm supposed to be evolving. I'm supposed to be changing for the better. I would hope that I'm not the same, in 10 years from now. I don't want to be living in the same place. I don't want to be wearing the same outfit that a junior high school kid is wearing. I want to be a man. I want to have success. I want to have the type of woman I want. I don't want to just settle for the baby mama around the corner because that's all I could walk to. Okay. I want to be better. Same with the ladies, get if you're not in a nice place, you don't want to be there. Um, Figure out and focus up how to get up out of there. Okay. So those are and for the guys who are probably gonna watch this later, when they're off work. Because the guys on here now, mm-mm. What's your ammo if your husband steps out of line? My husband really don't step out of line. Like he's pretty good. If he ever did, I wouldn't have to do nothing. My mama is crazy. Okay. My mama crazy. My mom. Okay. Have you thought about getting some mods to mini trolls in here? I like the trolls. They bring me money. Okay. Think money. What do you think of women who marry for green cards? Is it wrong? Nope. Perfectly fine. As long you're benefiting, it's good. As long as you're benefiting, it's good. Sure, my friend Dusty husband asked if she can move in with me. I hung up and went to sleep. My friend Dusty husband asked, what? I'm glad you hung up. Sure, I'm not from the US. Ho. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't care where you from. Mm-mm. You're still feminine, wherever you from. Scandalous. Yes. How do I give sex? Should I give it when he wants? If he's your husband, he pays all the bills. And no, you don't give it to him whenever he wants, unless you want him to grow bored and sick of you quick. Okay. If you don't like a man, he is broke or feminine. What? That don't make sense. How, yes, must be married. Shira, how to become heartless? Date three dusties in a row. That'll take care of it. Okay, in UK we don't judge people. Da, 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 da. I couldn't finish reading that. Well, y'all know American is corrupted, so America was built on corruption, so it's corrupted. Sorry. Is it bad to have sex in public? Yes, it's illegal. You can go to jail. Know your worth and you will be ruthless to dusties. Exactly. Does your man has deep conversations with you? Sometimes when I get into deep conversation with him. Otherwise, he will know he's not as deep as I am, so he wouldn't understand what I was saying anyway. I don't like it like that. Um, have you ever been with a woman before? No. You know, I could have, but I met James when I was 22. I mean, I didn't really have time to, explore all of that. But I know that a lot of women who get fed up with men who are not really lesbians will switch teams in 2 seconds if that woman has what they want. I promise you. Is James into alchemy and metaphysics? No, he's not, which is good for me. Mhm. Would I cheat with a younger boy? No. Mm. And he couldn't offer me anything. Like, youth doesn't turn me on. Money and power and status turns me on, not youth. What does your man think of videos about manipulating men like the one you were stroking his ego to cook more often? I don't think he cares. Like, my man is not on YouTube watching my videos. He's too busy out furthering his career. Okay. He doesn't have time to sit and watch women on YouTube. And most of the time he's in the very next room if I'm filming in the evening. He doesn't care. He don't care. As long as I'm happy, that's all that matters. And he knows what I'm doing. He likes it. He likes the fact that I say, "Ooh, this is good. You should cook more often." He knows what I'm doing. He's way older than me. He knows all the tricks. He just happy somebody playing tricks on him. Okay. So he's just happy somebody is fooling him. That's it. How many square feet is my house? It's pretty big. It's like 4,000 square feet. I need help from the average income man to help fund my level up so I could get a rich man. Why don't you just go get a sugar daddy on the side? Does James have a single brother or an available uncle? You don't no. Like you would want them. They live in the country. I told you he got out. He came from humble beginnings. his all his sisters are successful though. It's he was the only one of the only no, there was two boys that were very successful. Him, his brother, and I think his brother died. And all his sisters are super successful. Um, what do you consider? Why do you consider yourself a gold digger? Men make money to spend on women. It's natural. I'm sure you love your husband. I don't really consider myself a gold digger. That's what men call me. Um, I just say I have high standards and I don't lower them for men. I don't know. They say I'm a gold digger, but they don't even have gold. So I don't know why they mad. They not a target. That would be like, let me think of a good scenario. That would be like a fish being afraid of water. You don't have to worry. I like, if you have no gold, you're safe. You don't get mad. You're not the target. Men who are the target, they're not going to mess with women who are not with high standards. Okay? They don't want your ratchet baby mama. They don't want your pick me chicks. Okay? They want women who know what they want, of high quality, don't entertain dusties and can represent them and make them look good. They don't want your dusties. They don't want your ratchets. They don't want your ratchets. They don't want your exes. They don't want nobody you done dated unless that woman has leveled herself up and improved herself. And you can't even get your ex back because she's leveled up so high that she's embarrassed to even claim that she ever dated you. That's how you know you dusty. When your ex won't even admit that she dated you. That's it. Do you think the game changed since you were 22? I think men have become way more feminine. Definitely. I have in that amount of time I have seen so many, not feminine and gay, but feminine as in they want to be just like the woman in the relationship. They don't want to be a gentleman anymore. So that's the only thing that's really changed. And I feel like um, if I were, I'm just going to be 1,000% honest. If I were 22 today, I would not be dating black men at all, unless they were older. They'd have to be real old. Because they're too feminine these days for me. I like masculine, go get them. I'm gonna pay for that baby type men. Okay, where you want to go on vacation type men. That's what I like. That's what I was brought up wanting. Okay, if I was 22 today, I wouldn't date black men. I'm sorry. Y'all take too long to get y'all stuff together. Um, y'all want us to pay half the bills and sleep with you? No, can't do that. So I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that other men are better than you. I'm just saying they're more ambitious than you. That's it. You know, yes, you can play basketball and football really good. You dominate the rap game, but the average non-famous black man has less ambition. Okay? So I like ambition. Ambition leads to success. So sorry. um, Others have a financial head start. They are not more ambitious. That's not really true. You know, there's some people because you can't use that as an excuse. If you're ambitious, you don't need a head start. Okay? Think about it. If you good, you don't need a head start. Seriously. Think about the Olympics. Run your race. If that Ethiopian that's going to run the long distance starts 2 minutes, no, 10 seconds later, he's still going to win. Okay? So if you had ambition, you wouldn't need a head start. That's all I'm saying. You don't my husband didn't have no head start. He's black. He came from a family of 10 in the country. He didn't have no head start. So what's your excuse? I don't think you're qualified to give a socio-political view of the da, 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 da. I don't think you qualified to even come up with that excuse, you know. I feel like why can everybody else do it? Why can some people do it and why can't some people do it? It's your thought. You come up with every excuse instead of every solution. That's your problem. You're going to sit here and say, oh, this, oh, that. You're going to come up with 10 excuses before you come up with half a solution. That's why you stuck. That's why women make more money than you. That's why you are stuck. Okay. And that's just the honest truth. Everybody sees that. Everyone except y'all. So, do you think that being attractive is more effective on living life than being smart? Um, I think it's about equal. I think if you're smart and you're not attractive, you could get a really good career. I think if you're pretty and not so smart, you can get a really good husband to take care of you. So either way, you can have it. But both put together, that's the challenge. You're going to either have to act dumb or sacrifice something on the other side. hmm Someone says there are billionaires in Africa. Exactly. That's why I don't buy any of those excuses. You just don't have ambition. You don't have drive. And I can't listen to excuses for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody got time for that. Stop giving motivational speeches. Well, maybe you should start listening to some. Mhm. I don't want to point out what's really wrong, but if the shoe fits, dust it off and put it on. Okay. So, ladies, I know a lot of you guys, okay. So, a lot of women, especially a lot of Black women, they want to date in their own race. They want to marry in their own race, but either they have to sacrifice to do it, which is not good. If you have to sacrifice to date in your own race, that should tell you something. You know what I'm saying? If you got to sacrifice anything to marry your own race, don't do it. Either hold out, go get an old man that's your own race, because they'll have their stuff together. Okay? That's the only way I was gonna date in my own race and marry my own race. He had to be old because the young ones are too girly. I'm about to date outside my race ASAP. My mom did turn out good for her. Mhm. Um, you mad because you can't control us. Why would I want to control someone with no ambition? What you gonna do? Run in a circle? Go left, 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 go left. I can say go left and you still going left. You're easy to control when you have no ambition. Because you running in a circle, getting nowhere. Why would somebody want to control somebody running in a circle? That makes zero sense. Run faster, slow down. That's the only control we would ever have. The white man controls you though. If the white man, who is there a certain white man or is it just all white men? Is it just one or like a bunch of them? Because they don't control me. They don't control you either. Okay? Wake up. They don't control your ambition. They don't control your drive. They don't control making goals. They don't control getting up and actually doing something. They don't control you reading a book. They don't control you, getting ahead. They don't control you from thinking. They don't control you from none of that. They don't control if you're negative or positive. They don't control if you are an excuse maker or a problem solver. They control none of that. But guess what? You do. So, my best thing for you to do to understand exactly what I'm saying is go get you some paint or some foundation that's too light, rub it on your face, then go look in the mirror. That's the white man that is controlling you. You. Okay. Yes. Oh, how to get money owed to you from an ex. You should have never loaned him any money. I'm so sorry. I don't deal in dust and pick me issues anymore. I'm done with that. Like seriously, I'm done. If you gave money to a man, you deserve to lose it. I'm so sorry. Take it as a lesson to never do that again. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Where are the black women? This channel sound like a Trump rally. A lot of these women are black. They tired of y'all. I told you. If you're not productive in society, nobody's people start not to care about you. And that's just the honest truth. I might not be politically correct. I might sound evil, but everything I am saying people are thinking. Mhm. Does that mean all black men are the same? Nope, it sure doesn't. The ones who sit and form their lips to make excuses, they can all go in one category. The ones who come up with solutions and take action, they go in another category. Okay. The ones trolling, we know what category y'all go in. Your husband think you're using him? Who cares? Somebody gonna use him if I don't. Okay. Better than me than them. You black hoes love using gay insults. It's not really insult, it's an observation from some of y'all. Okay, it's just an observation. Thank you for the eye opener. You're welcome. I'm not being mean, I'm just being honest. Like, I don't know any of y'all. I don't care if you make it or not. I really don't. But I was just telling you, if you're going to sit here and type up an excuse, you could have typed up a solution in that same amount of time and figured out how to get to the next level. Okay? Help me, girl. How can I leave an emotional man? Get up, get your keys, get your purse, chunk the deuces, and leave. Tell him he's too feminine for you, and get up. Mhm. Why why praise him? He is a part of the da 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 da. Oh, exactly how is black an insult that says a lot about these men? I don't know. A lot of you know what? A lot of these guys are actually mentally unstable anyway. Half of them should be on meds. Okay. So Shira is not black. You know what? My mother's black. My family's black. My dad is Puerto Rican. And if you know anything about Puerto Rico, there's a large African and Tiano population, native black. There is some Spanish, yes. So, and it's sad that I'm not black, but I can still figure out how to solve your problem. I'm not 100% black. That doesn't mean that thinking positive and figuring out solutions instead of making excuses is not going to work. It don't matter what races I am combined with. You still making excuses. Okay. You know, I could be an alien and tell you the same thing, and you can tell me I'm not black. I could be a green alien, but I still see your problem. Okay? I'm still seeing your problem. Don't matter. I still see you make excuse instead of solution. Okay? I don't even have to speak it to English. I can use Google Translate and see your problem. Is it okay to be with a guy that you know has a girlfriend if he is taking care of you and you are benefiting from him? Why are you asking me for permission? I don't care. As long as you're happy and get what you want, do what you need. You know, I don't care. They would do the same thing to you if they could. And they are. So why is it not okay for you, but it's okay for him? At least you're getting something out of it that you can take to the bank. Mhm. Can you make a man less selfish? Yes, put him on child support. If he has your baby, if you have a baby by. Mhm. Mhm. Latina Spanish hate blacks. It goes back to the Moors who controlled the Spanish. Oh, you know what? All that history, maybe you could write a book and sell it on Amazon or teach history class at a school or something like that instead of trolling online, repeating stuff you've memorized. Like your knowledge is not worth anything if you can't apply it and get money from it. Okay. So whatever you just said, it doesn't matter because you can't get paid from it. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all spent all this time watching these videos, reading these books, memorizing statistics and races and where they came from and what you not and what you are and who's not this and who's not that, but y'all still can't get paid. Y'all still can't get paid. So what does that tell you? All that crap you done memorized has not even helped you. Not even 1%. No one takes you seriously, okay? Money talks. Go get some of that, and then I will listen to you. To me, if you got money, it means other people respect you enough to give you some money for something that you can contribute that is valuable to society in some point, in some kind of way. Okay? In large amounts. That means you're super valuable. That means then I might can value your opinion. But if you sitting on here being a Google professor and not getting paid, no, can't do it. Does that mean that people selling racism makes it valid or moral? Let me ask you a question. Does is the world valid? Is the world moral? Is the world fair? The only thing that evens us out is money and reputation. Right now, your reputation is and your money is. Okay? I'm just being real. It's true. The world is never fair. The world, there's no justice. You make your own. You know what I'm saying? You make your own way. You don't wait for somebody to say, okay, well, that's not fair. Let's fix that for him. Oh, no. According to statistics, Black men are supposed to stay broke, is basically what you're saying. Ladies, according to statistics, Black men are supposed to be broke, okay? Except the ones that are rappers and ball players. Everyone else, it's okay for them to be broke. So you must accept them. And it's just the statistics and, everything is set up so that they can't have ambition. Am I serious? Do I look serious? No. Okay. So, everybody else that's not a Black man, go out, get your money, have a good life. Black man, stay over here, memorize some stuff. You're never going to get anywhere. The world is against you. So, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't even try. Just sit there and make excuses because those excuses are facts according to you. Okay? I'm going to be over here living what is my life and you can live yours. Bunch of Uncle Thomas. Okay. I would, you know what? Let me tell you a little something about Uncle Tums. Even Jay-Z says he can shine cutlery and be in the field. That means he knows both sides of the story. And he knows that life is not fair. You got to get in where you fit in and do what you got to do. Stop throwing names. Stop making excuses and get up. You know what I'm saying? If I were you, if I was a black man, I would stop, get up, and do something. I wouldn't be typing on Facebook and YouTube all day. Or at least get my own YouTube channel so I can make some money. Come on, what you doing? I know you love black men. That's why you want us to do better. I married a black man, okay? I know you can do better because I see it every day. You, the person or the people that are just making excuses, they don't want to do better. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. I mean, look at all the greats. Look at Michael Jackson. Look at Prince. Look at all those people that came out of broke poverty, grew up in segregation, and had more statistics against them. They still made it and made it big and will make it bigger than y'all ever will. Ever. But y'all got an excuse. The history was the exact same as it is now. They weren't talking about any of that. They was like, I'm finna show the world who I am. That's all they were about. You trying to show the world who they want you to be. Okay. Anyway, mhm. you. He says he got hoes without having a job. Like, ooh, that's an accomplishment. That is an accomplishment. Oh wow, you must be so proud of yourself. How do y'all go on a date? Y'all ride the bus or does she drive? Who pays? Oh, she pays? Oh, okay. Okay, yes. So then what can black people do compete in this unfair world? The same thing that women do. Become an opportunist. Use your mind. Use your common sense. Figure out how to get what you need with what you have. Be a gold digger? No. Be confident enough to get up and figure out that you need to do something. First of all, level up. Second of all, get this together. Then get this together. Get your looks together. Get your mentality together. Throw all that negative crap out of your mind. Get up and go do something. You sitting there with negativity in your mind, probably still dressed like you in junior high, expecting the world to come to you. People don't give you anything. You got to take it. You got to take it. If you waiting on a handout and for it to be your turn and for fair and equal treatment for everyone, you will never get it. Humans decide whether you get a job or not. I could be interviewing you. I could be interviewing you. If I see you are negative, have low intellect, dusty, I'm not hiring you either. Okay? Get it together. It's not white people holding you back. It's you holding you back because I wouldn't hire you. Okay? and be like, mm-mm, he dusty. Do you have transportation? No, dusty. Oh, did you finish high school? Did you go, okay, nope. Did you get a GED? Okay. Um, so it's not anybody holding you back but yourself because I wouldn't hire you. Just based off of how you think. You're negative, you don't have ambition, you're lazy. I can't, you don't see the positive, you only see the negative. So why do I want you on my team? Why do I want you to work for me? They call it racist, but they're just highly unqualified. Exactly. Because a black woman could walk right behind you and get the job on the spot because she's positive, has ambition, eager to work, has solutions, and can answer the questions without sounding like, you know, they don't know how to answer the question because we know how to get what we want, you know? Another black man can walk in right behind you who has his stuff together, dressed properly, has a good outlook on life, has a positive attitude, and take that job too. So it's not them, it's you. Now, there is racism, a lot of racism in the world, of course, but that's not going to keep you from getting a job, you know, as long as you're not trying to take their job, they will employ you. Okay. What other questions should we ask to determine if a person is dusty? If you don't know what a dusty look like by now, they dusty if they ask what you do for a living. If they're really concerned about your job, they're dusty. If it looks like it hurts to pay, they're dusty. If they keep talking about money and how much stuff costs, they dusty. If they dress like they're in junior high school, they're dusty. Okay? There is also inconclusive hiring practices now for equal opportunity employers. Yep. If you got a criminal record, you know what that is, okay? That's why you can't do this because you did that. Even if I had a criminal record, I would own my own company. I would figure out how to make money without having to work for someone, you know? I'm an alpha male with 300,000 in the bank. Maury has determined that was a lie. Nobody keeps that much in one bank account. They invest it. Mhm. And you didn't say savings. You didn't say mutual funds. You didn't say CDs. You didn't say invested into real estate. You said in the bank. I know you lying. Y'all can't fool nobody. You tried though. You tried. If you had um it was a good attempt, but it failed. They wouldn't be. Yes, and people with that much money don't go around saying that they have that much money, especially online, because if I was a hacker, I could just get into your stuff and load your little money. So I have to say that's another sign of being a dusty. Saying you have large amounts in your bank account online. Uh-huh. Why does my mom tell me I'm mental ever since I was little? It just means you're a little bit different. Women are getting desperate. Not really. I mean, just think about it. Women aren't desperate at all unless they're pick me chicks. Pick me chicks will take anything. Anything. Okay? Pick me chicks will take you. They're desperate. Women that don't want you, women who you can't upgrade, they're not desperate. They're just having high standards and they're not settling. Okay? That's the difference. It's like if you don't like a certain food, you're not going to eat. Okay? You're just going to sit there and sip the water and wait till you can get to a better place. Okay? Mhm. How do I stop being a pick me chick? Stop putting up with BS. Stop dealing with broke men. If they can't help you, they're useless. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, the women are giving them ideas in the comments on how to get paid. That's sad. If a woman can come up with 10 ideas and you can't come up with one, that just proved my point. Um, and that's true. You got little kids out here making more money than y'all. Little kids. Little kids. Do you think I could share success stories of women who had taken my advice? I share them all the time. I like in my groups, there's women all getting cars, condos, lots of money. They don't work anymore. If they do work, they don't have to pay any of their bills. They save all their money. Now they're looking into ways to invest all the money that they're getting to travel the world, multiple women. This is not just one, this is multiple because they stopped messing with broke men. Mhm. Mhm. I have lots of women from London in my group. I have women from Africa, Australia, London, I don't know, Japan, um, South America, Germany, a lot of all over the world. So, yes, everybody want to live up. Don't nobody want no broke man anywhere in the world. Okay. Um, international students too. I don't know if they're students. They're young. Some of them. They could be. Yep. Um, Someone is saying that they leveled up and guys that you thought you couldn't get are no longer even in your league. You have leveled up so far. Exactly. The guys that you wanted, you won't even want anymore after you level up. You'll be like, Psh, I can do so much better. I want a guy the other day proud to be floor. What? I met a guy the other day proud to be a floor tech. If he owns the business, he could be proud. That's another thing. Y'all can start a business. Go get a carpet cleaning machine. That's all you need. And some cards. Entrepreneur right there. Bam. Get you a website on Wix for free. Go get you a carpet cleaning machine. They don't cost that much if you can save up. Get you some business cards. If you have a car or a van or some type of truck, you have your business. Okay? Y'all sitting there making every excuse in the book, and women are telling you how to make money in the comments. You can be a pool cleaner. We'll get you some chlorine tabs, a long net, and some business cards. Summer is coming. Build fake websites to dumb people. Go send them a Wix page. Be like, I built you a website. That'll be $200. Here's your password. Okay. Y'all can't even think. Y'all can't even think good enough to scam. That means something is wrong. Uh, yeah. See, I just gave y'all 3 businesses that y'all can start. One today. Mhm. I know someone that's doing that. I know someone who is selling Wix websites. Okay. You okay. They're getting their money though. They're not sitting here trolling, being mad because they broke. God, this lady is unlikable. You know, only the only people that don't like me are the people that I'm talking about. Hmm. If you can't get a job, make a job. Most people figure it out. If you want to be in my group, go to my YouTube channel page and click on that Facebook link and message me, and I'll message you back about the group. Just like say, hey, I want to be in the level up group. Okay. It does cost money. It's not free. Nothing in the world is free. It's there's a lot of books in there that are well worth the entry to the group. It's a one time pay. You only pay one time. There's no monthly fees, none of that crap. You just pay one time to get in. There's a bunch of books like Hoe Tactics and Men Don't Love Like Women and How to Meet Wealthy Men and like a bunch of books. So the books alone are worth the price alone. You could download them too. Okay. Um, and you have so many opportunities if you just sit down and think instead of trying to think of excuses. If you thought of ideas, you could you could have money in your hand. I still have my spiritual online store. Yes, I do. Still have that. But thank you guys for tuning in. I do got to go. It's that time. So, if anything, trolls, if you didn't get anything, I hope you got some business ideas. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.